Hey, what's happening, gamers? Welcome back to the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles on KwingsLetsPlays. How's everybody doing? Special shoutouts to Capcom for providing a copy of this game for review, walkthrough, and live stream purposes. How's everybody doing? Just a gentle reminder that the Mario episode Part 5 that released as part of our uploaded Let's Play, if it does not receive 1,000 views, we cannot continue the series because it heavily impacts the entire channel, as well giving us a bad report. The good news is, though, if you watched the video when it released, your view today or tomorrow counts as a brand new view. So that means the 100 of you or 150 of you guys that watch Ace Attorney, every day for 5 minutes you can watch that video and push it to 1,000 views so we can release the next episode. If the video continues to stay at the low views it is, we're going to have to erase it and try to re-upload it so it hits that margin, because it will severely impact all live streams and uploads on the channel with YouTube continuing to remove views. Currently, right now, because of that video, the channel is sitting at 1,000 views an hour, which the channel usually is at 3,000 views an hour by 6 o'clock. So,
but Luke, I've been streaming all day.
It doesn't matter.
It should be up to like 3,000 to 5,000 views.
It should, but it's not. So right now the video is completely zeroed out. That means nobody is watching it anymore. So at the end of this stream, if you guys could migrate over, even 50 of you, to try to put some life into that, that would be really good. I'm going to give you guys until Friday or Saturday to watch the video. If it stays the views it is, it's going to be pulled and we'll try again. The series will not continue until that is, yeah.
Yeah, please guys go watch the video, because I worked really hard today to stream all day, and I guess it meant nothing at all.
It does, because as a YouTuber, YouTubers get paid cost per 1,000 views. Any video that is under 1,000 views, we don't get paid unless they're super chats. So yeah, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, guys, but that's what it is. But anyway, it's time to continue the story. We left off with a bunch of crazy stuff happening yesterday, and now we're going to continue to see what happened with Gina as we head to the prison and find out why she was exactly inside of the banker's office. And just in case things go badly, we're going to make a save file, in case we have to do this all over again. We don't want to do episode 5. We want to do episode 4. Right there. Sweet. So sorry for the PSA, guys, but that's, I mean, YouTube has us living under a thing where views and quotas and stuff it's just like working back at Sears for me now. It's like, if you don't meet your quota, you get less pay. So, yeah, that's the reality we're in now. But you guys can help, because every day counts as a new view. Every 24 hours is a brand new view. Which YouTube doesn't want you to know about that. Alright, let's go see how Gina's doing. Oh wow, her accommodations aren't very good. April 16th, local prison cell number 13. Because prison cells have numbers. Hi Gina. They didn't confiscate her gas gun? Right.
You still have the grenade launcher Ellie and I made.
I wish you wouldn't point it at me all the time, though.
What are you here for, anyway? Guinea?
I have a feeling it's because of us that you ended up in trouble, so we were thinking that we might be able to help you.
Well, you can't.
Sorry?
You get lost. Don't be like that, Guinea. I know you didn't do it. You'd never shoot someone. I just know you wouldn't. Oh, you think you know me? Pull the other one. Iris. Oh, you ain't got the first idea about the likes of me. I'm a thief. I pinch people's purses when they're walking down the street. That's how I get by. It is. And if I saw me chance, I'd sneak into your pawn shop any day of the week.
Yeah, but you wouldn't shoot someone.
Just to see what I could lay me hands on. Get it? That's the kind of person I am. But, Guinea... Oh, I'll be in court tomorrow, they say. Some cover
came before and said he'd be a lawyer for me or like. Said it was my right or something. But I told him to get stuffed.
Oh my gosh.
I don't need no lawyer. I don't need no one.
She couldn't be staring at me more obviously if she tried.
Oh, why are you being like this, Skinny?
Because she's mad.
She is mad. What did you eat, by the way?
French toast.
You put it away?
Yep.
Okay. Legal representation. I don't understand, Gina. Why did you send the public defender away?
He wanted me to sign some papers. Representation papers or something like that. It's all gonna be rigged anyway. The whole trial. They'll pin it on me because I'm a kid. That's what grown-ups always do.
Oh, why do you think that, Kenny?
'Cause that's how it's always been for me. Growing up in the back slums me whole life. If you do what the grown-ups tell ya, it'll get your mates dragged off by the coppers or worse. I've had it happen to me before, and I've been sold out and nearly snaffled at the back of it. You can't trust no one, that's the point. Soon as you do, you're gone to grass. Dead.
Gina, listen up. If you like, in tomorrow's trial, I could...
Forget it!
Kenny, don't you trust Runo?
Nah, I don't. Look, I'll ask you nicely now. Just leave me alone.
Okay. What happened? Whoops. Okay, will you tell us what happened, Gina? Last night at the pawnbrokers, I mean.
There's nothing to tell. I figured it'd pay me, so I broke into the place and started going through the storeroom. But the old bloke walked in on me, and you know the rest.
No, we don't.
But why, Kenny? Why would you do that?
Ain't it obvious? The place is full of stuff I could sell for a shilling or two. Divvying it up easy, you know. It's a lot of work. Half the time you don't even get nothing.
Huh. Is that really why you broke into the place? No, she broke in to look at the manuscript.
What?
Are you sure the true reason wasn't something else?
Oh, give it a rest. What would be the point of it anyway, eh? Nothing I could say to make a blind bit of difference.
Please, Kenny, tell us. We believe in you. Whatever it is.
Believe me, don't be daft. You can't believe nothing. Everyone tells lies all the time. And you know what? When it comes to liars, I'm the biggest of the lot. I've told some unforgivable lies, I have.
What do you mean by that? What unforgivable lies, Kenny?
She's real mad.
Unforgivable lies. What do you mean, Gina, when you said you were the biggest liar of the lot? Why don't you tell us what those unforgivable lies are you've told? Maybe we can help.
Yeah, she's like, whatever. Sorry, we're out of time. They're gonna want to question me now.
Kenny, please.
Oh, yeah. I wanted to give you this. Something to remember me by.
Oh, it's so cute! A photographic print of a really adorable cat!
Aww.
Looks like Sammy. Except the eyes would need to be different colors.
I found it in one of the pockets of this coat. Ain't no point in me having it now.
I wonder what little photograph like that was doing in a pocket of that overcoat.
Anyway, don't bother coming again. Bye.
Oh, Kenny.
The white cat photograph has been entered into the court record. Okay, well, I guess we're done with her. Although, we can always present our lawyer badge. Because it's always fun. Would you ever take a look at our, That's strange. Where's my armband?
What's the problem? Something wrong? Don't suppose. You looking for this?
Yes, but how... When did you... Again?
I got a talent for it, haven't I? Diving.
That's bordering on black magic. And it makes what I was about to say about my armband seem a little dull.
She's god tier skills at
Yeah.
stealing stuff. So, what do you want to tell me about it then?
Nothing. I'm gonna leave you alone.
Present!
You want to present the photo?
Yeah, no, present the armband!
No, she's gonna steal it again. Gina, about the photograph.
Oh, that? I just found it in one of the pockets of the coat, that's all. Chuck it if you don't want it.
So Mr. McGiddle didn't give it to her then.
Oh, please try to present the armband.
She's just gonna steal it again. That was the... I'll try it again.
Is that what she did?
Yeah, she stole the armband. Yeah.
There's somewhat written on the back, I think.
There is?
Don't mean nothing to me, though. I don't read so well anyway. Especially not that scroll.
Really ought to examine the photograph more thoroughly, I guess. Okay. Oh, no. We can examine the photograph more? No, we can't. Alright, let's move on. We did the prison. Did the hospital. He's not there. We did show him sweet. We should probably go investigate the scene of the crime. We'll try that. Let's call this episode Unforgivable. Wait, that's not how you spell Unforgivable? Oh, that is. Okay. Unforgivable Lies. Case number 5. Boom. Okay. Oh, there's a constable there. Oh, there's another... Wow, there's a lot of bobbies here.
Oh, this is where it happened then, last night.
Yep, that's right. The 2 thugs I told you about were obviously ransacking the place looking for valuables.
But apart from the policeman in here, you wouldn't know anything happened. There's no sign of a disturbance.
No, you're right about that, actually.
In fact, if anyone, it's the police who seem to be the ones doing the ransacking.
I know what you mean. They're like a gang of organized criminals all dressed in black. Oh, I heard that. Oh, sorry. That's the other guy. Inspector, good morning. Suppose I ought to be thanking you for the vigilance last night. We got to the scene before it was disturbed, at least. Shame you let the 2 rogues get away, mind you. Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
I thought you'd assigned extra men to the beat around here, Gregsy. Now look what's happened. Harley's been injured because there weren't enough police on duty.
Your ladyship! No one told me you were coming!
I expect you to take full responsibility for what happened to Hurley and see that he has the best medical care.
Of course, your ladyship. The very best doctors in the capital are tending to him as we speak.
And I don't think it's Runo's fault that the rogues managed to get away, is it? Chasing criminals is the police's job.
Absolutely, your ladyship. As you say, ma'am. As you say. The gent in black is totally blameless. Everyone's in agreement about that. Would you believe it? He's like a completely different person with Iris. Talk about a personality change. Oh, where are my manners? Are you thirsty, young lady? Perhaps you'd like some juice? Some nice, refreshing fruit juice?
Oh, why? Are you thirsty, Gregsy? I'll have some of my special herbal tea with me, if you like some.
Wow, pinky up. Ah, lovely. Thank you very much. That really hit the spot, your ladyship. I don't even recognize him like this.
That's weird. Why
Great.
does he like her so much?
I don't know. She's rich, I think.
She is?
Yeah! I think that's what's going on. Alright, let's examine the scene of the crime. Like, look at all the... Can we talk to the bobbies? This officer's been staring intently at the wall since we came in. Shh, keep it down! Huh? What? Sorry? There's a major clue just here.
Really? Then we must tell Gregsy at once.
But as soon as I report it, that'll be it. It'll be stuck here even longer. Stuck here? What do you mean? It's been 2 days already. I need another constable to relieve me and take over me shift. Haha! They really have a tough time, the British police. 2 days he's been there.
That doesn't stop us investigating, though, does it?
There's blood on the calendar. I suppose not. I'm fairly sure it was a calendar he was peering at. There's blood on the calendar.
Alright then, let's see what we can uncover.
Oi! What do you think you're doing, Sunshine? You can't touch anything in here. Oh, but, we were hoping to investigate. This is a crime scene, for Pete's sake. No touching.
What's the problem, Gregsy? Bruno's a lawyer, you know that.
Oh, I'm ever so sorry, your ladyship. Ever so sorry. The rules and regulations are thorn in my side. Of course, if Mr. Naruhodo was to have been properly appointed by the accused, then it'd be another matter. The accused? If you could show me some representation papers, I'd be only happy to let you loose around.
Did you hear that, Bruno? You need Guinea to sign some representation papers.
It looks like presenting the detective here with the correct paperwork is the only way. Okay. Oh.
So you can represent Guinea then.
Yep. We're not going to be able to investigate. The police are scouring every inch of this place by the look of it. Instructions from the yard are to examine every article in the shop and every ledger and books of accounts. Every article? But that's a ridiculous amount of work, surely. We've been hard at it since the shop was declared a crime scene in the early hours. We're sifting through it in shifts at least, but still, we'll be working through the night, that's for sure, and even when we'll barely have scratched the surface. A crime in the pawnbrokers. It must have every police's worst nightmare. It's every cop's worst nightmare, you know, a crime in a pawnbrokers. He just said that. Alright. We already talked to him. We can't do anything else, so we have to leave. Alrighty. Let's see. Where to next, gang?
Where to next?
Oh, we could talk to, Oh, good. They'll let us talk to him.
Oh yeah, VJ Shine. It could be because he's a character in her stories also.
Yeah, it could be.
He is thankful that he's in her stories.
So how's the investigation going, Inspector? Nothing to it, really. Very simple case. There's some definitive evidence. We're just about to charge that diver we arrested last night, in fact. Gina, you're gonna charge her? That's right. Should we be able to bring her before the judge at the Bailey tomorrow?
Oh, definitely. Definite evidence, you say? But what is it? Come on, show me.
Your ladyship, as much as I wish I could oblige you, I'm afraid.
Oh, I see. You've already captured the pair of thugs who broke in here last night, have you?
What the? Oh.
And you're going to put them on the stand as witnesses, are you?
But how could you? How? How could you possibly know that?
I had a feeling, that's all.
Remind me never to try to keep a secret from Iris. So you've arrested the two men who shot Mr. Holmes, have you? Well, yes, they were rounded up pretty quickly by the lads on the beat. Oh, they were? And Miss Lestrade is being held at the prison? She should be, yes. That's assuming she hasn't lifted the key from the jailer, of course.
Are they going to try to pin it on her? What about the other two guys?
They're probably going to try to pin in all three of them, would be my guess. Can you tell us anything about Mr. Sholmes? What is his condition? Sorry, I'm not at liberty to divulge that information. Scotland Yard matters are strictly confidential, mind you.
Well, I know. He's being operated on at St. Sinner's. Why can't I see him? I'm family, you know.
I'm terribly sorry, your ladyship. In the hospital's policy, no visiting at all.
Oh!
The bullet must have hit an artery in his midriff. He's lost a fair amount of blood.
Oh no!
He didn't seem to be in bad shape in the first hour or so, but a hemorrhage like that is enough to make even the one and only Sholmes pipe down. Mr. Sholmes is a human like the rest of us, you know. Well, anyway, he's having emergency surgery right now. They've got to stop that bleeding.
But he will be alright, won't he? They'll be able to make him better.
Of course, your ladyship. He'll be right as rain before you know it.
Really? How do you know?
How do I know? Well, because, of course. Ah, yes, because Mr. Sholmes is such a great detective, that's why. We'd better pray the doctors have a better grasp of what needs to be taken care of than, this guy.
Oh dear, please don't die, Hurley.
I'll report to your ladyship the moment I hear he's out of the operating theatre. Okay, her ladyship. I couldn't help noticing, Inspector. What? Out with it, sunshine? Well, there seems to be a marked difference between the way you talk to me and Iris. What's your sauce, Sonny? I'm a copper, and we don't go in for favoritism.
But he's right. You do treat us differently, sir.
Ah. It's 'cause of those adventures of Herlock Sholmes. Stories, that's why? Oh. I crop in 'em, don't I, Inspector Tobias Gregson?
Oh, well, yes, because you're an acquaintance of Hurley's.
What did you write about the Inspector, Iris?
I don't remember, really.
It was one of Sholmes' lines. Gregson is the smartest of Scotland Yarders, is how he put it.
Oh, did I write that?
And you know that line did for me, eh? The very next month, my pay doubled. Doubled, I tell you.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's amazing.
Whoa.
Well, because everyone in that yard reads them, they read all of Herlock Sholmes' stories. They've even set up a fan club for me.
Oh, of course. That explains everything. It was around that time that you became such a toady to me.
Can you blame me? I'll take his one bad word from you and Sholmes could change his tune about me. Gregson? No. The great detective will say he's getting quite overrated these days. I think that would happen to my salary if that came out, The whole thing gives me the willies. I can't tell you how many nights I've slept. I've lost worrying about it.
But that would never happen, Gregsy.
Every month when the newest magazine comes out, my hands are trembling as I turn the pages.
Oh, how awful for you. Here, have some of my tea to settle your nerves, Gregsy.
Thank you, bottoms up. Ah, delightful. Lovely. Very much, thank you. That really hit the spot, your ladyship. Teetotal. Haha. Oh, yeah. There's something else I was supposed to talk to you about, actually, Mr. Naruhodo. Yeah, what is it? I've got an important message for you. I clean forgot about it until now. An important message? Wonder what it could be. Important message. Maybe it's from Susie. Are you gonna tell me what this important message is then, Inspector? Yes, it's about the young lady who's normally by your side, your assistant.
Oh, dear Susie, is she alright?
She's at the station, isn't she? Being questioned, I believe? Nope, not anymore. She had to head off. Head off? Where? To Lord Strongheart's office, of course. He summoned her. Ah, yes, of course. I'd forgotten about that. One of the whipstocks took her there in a yard carriage after we finished questioning her. But she asked us to tell you that she didn't have the fare for the return journey and to go meet her there. She's got a nerve, using Scotland Yard as a bloomin' messenger service. I see. Well, thank you for passing that on, Inspector. I'll go pick her up.
Why did Susie have to go see the Lord Chief Justice?
She didn't tell me, actually. But I'd better head over to the Lord Chief's office to fetch her straight away. Okay. Well, now we have a new destination we can go to.
Thanks so much, Jamari. I'm glad you like the Iris voice.
Alright, so where are we going?
Great to see you, Jamari. Hope you're having a great day. Hey, Ethan, Nintendo Sonic Gamer Gal, Timmy, Judd, Nintendo Sonic Gamer Gal, I already said that, Kiri, great to see you, VG Shine, Tara and Grace, Skyish, Ruga, Scientist, Ethan, OHX90, and Rebecca, and everyone, Mage Wolf, and everyone hanging out here. Hope you guys are doing great. 16th of April, British Supreme Court, Lord Chief Justice's office.
Yes.
Indeedeth.
Ah, yes. No matter how many times I come here, I always get the same sense of oppressiveness somehow.
Oh, do you think the place is oppressive? I think it's normal.
Think it's normal. How so, Iris?
I mean, look at that suit of armor over there. You can't take that seriously, can you?
Maybe it's the same about you? I don't know what he means.
Oh my gosh. She's like, what? What? So everything is clear with tomorrow's arrangements.
So everything is clear with regard to tomorrow's arrangements, I suppose. Oh, that's Susie.
Yes. Thank you very much.
Oh, there they are. Susie and Lord Strongheart.
I wonder what they're talking about. They both look so serious.
Very good. There is nothing further to discuss. You may return to your lodgings. No doubt you have too much to do in preparation for your return to your homeland. Huh? Wait, what did he just say?
Homeland?
Your return to your homeland? Susie! What's going on?
Oh, Mr. Naruhodo!
What was that all about just now? Ah, Mr. Naruhodo, thank you for coming to collect your colleague. What's this all about? Why are you talking about Miss Susie's return to Japan? And tomorrow? Uh-oh. What are you doing?
Tomorrow? Oh, but what about Genny's trial?
You mean... she's been formally charged now? Oh dear.
Oh my gosh.
Dun dun dun!
More twists. Miss Susie, what's this all about?
Oh, please don't concern yourself, Mr. Naruhodo. It's only me going back to Japan, you see. Your life here can continue just as it...
That's not what I asked! What happened? Why are you leaving?
It's my father. He's fallen ill.
Oh no!
Professor Mikotoba? If I may? Yes, sorry, sir. You must be the defendant, Naruhodo Ryunosuke, I believe, yes? Yeah, that's right. My name is Yujin Mikotoba. I am a professor of forensic medicine at Yumi University. We received an international telegram from the Empire of Japan informing us of the news.
10 days ago, Father collapsed with a fever. The cause is apparently unknown, and it seems he grows weaker day by day.
I don't believe it! As you are aware, the voyage from here to your country's capital takes some 50 days. I thought it would be prudent to hasten Miss Susie's departure as soon as possible. Yes, absolutely! Oh no.
I will leave London first thing in the morning.
I can't believe this is happening. Gina's trial.
Oh no, maybe Iris will be your assistant.
Maybe.
So Gina has been charged? She'll have to appear in court?
Yep, she was formally charged a few days ago, and the date of the trial has already been set for tomorrow.
No! Not even 24 hours later!
Gina? Ah, the Lestrade girl, and the murder of the Baker Street pawnbroker, yes? I'm an all too transpicious case. The pickpocket was clearly disturbed mid-robbery and shot the man in panic.
What?
No, the yard is overstretched as it is, without wasting time on these open and shut cases.
It's not wasting time! Ginny would never do something like that!
Mr. Naruhodo? Yes, what is it, Lord Strongheart? In defense of your fine services to date, I shall overlook this young girl's insolence. But I believe no recollection of admitting a child into my office. Leave now.
Of course, Lord Strongheart.
Criminals will tell you the most palpable lies in order to evade justice. The police can ill afford the time it takes to unravel all their untruths. Meanwhile, more crimes are perpetrated. We have far more serious matters with which to contend. Serious matters? Didn't Gregson mention something like that yesterday?
Yes! Inspector Gregson made a similar remark yesterday.
It's not a concern of yours, though. I'm sure I need not remind you of that. What is the concern?
And how could he not know Iris if she's the author of the Sherlock Holmes books?
3 minutes precisely until the next meeting. You must excuse me.
Exactly, Carrie.
There's just one more thing, Lord Strongheart. Which is... it's Miss Lestrade's trial. I wonder if I might be able to defend her. A timely suggestion. Sorry? The girl currently has no representation.
But that's not fair! Yes, she must be a pickpocket, but she still deserves a fair trial!
Do not misunderstand me, young lady. The government provides for those too poor to afford representation with a public defender. The accused need only sign the relevant paperwork, and a defense barrister will be assigned to the case. However, the young girl in question has refused that right. Why would she do that? Question you would do well to direct to Miss Lestrade. You'll find her at the local prison. Yeah, thank you.
Wait, he said you could take it?
Now then, it's time I was leaving. Good day to you.
I'm confused if we're allowed to take her case or not.
What a day. Gina charged with murder, Susie about to leave.
Come, Mr. Naruhodo, Iris, we must make haste.
But, Susie, you're leaving for Japan tomorrow morning, aren't you? Don't you have packing and things to do?
As Mr. Naruhodo's judicial assistant, my personal circumstances are of no consequence. My sole purpose remains to help you in whatever way I can.
Thank you, Miss Susie. That's a very pensive look.
I think we ought to visit Gina first. In any case, I should like to wish her well before I leave.
Oh, yes, that sounds like a very good idea. Let's go.
If I'm honest, this has completely thrown me off. I'll just have to do what I can as a lawyer. Boom, boom. All right.
Yeah, it is a cool game, Geoswirl, definitely.
Off to prison. Again.
Yeah, the guy really should. A great point. Kiri's like, why would he not know who Iris is? The guy who runs that place.
Mm-hmm. Oh, there's Gina again.
Oh,
Hello again, Gina. Oh no.
Oh, she's mad.
She's always mad.
what are you lot here for now?
Do we have to muzzle that grenade launcher shoved in our faces yet again, obviously?
I think I need to improve the way that you load ammunition into that thing, don't I? Look! You can't come as many times as you like. You can come as many times as you like, I meant to say, but I ain't got nothing more to say to you.
Okay.
Gina, I wonder if you might hear me out. There's something I would like to say.
What?
I am sorry to say that I must reluctantly bid you farewell.
Eh? Farewell?
Tomorrow, I must begin my journey back home to Japan. I fear we may never meet again.
Oh, all right.
I've had the pleasure of meeting so many lovely people here in London. I have so many wonderful memories. And yet, as things stand now, it will be a glum parting indeed. Poor Iris is so miserable.
Susie. Well, that ain't my business.
Both Iris and Mr. Naruhodo believe you to be innocent, Gina. They have put their full faith in you. But somehow, you can't find it in your heart to put faith in them.
Yeah, that's right, I can't. What of it?
It grieves me greatly to have to say goodbye to my friends when they are so clearly unhappy. Because of you.
What? It's my fault now?
Yes. So I have one final request, Gina, before our paths never cross again. Right here and now. I want you to show both of them that you don't deserve the faith they've invested in you. Only by doing that will you truly be as alone as you claim to be.
What are you talking about now? What'd you expect me to do, eh?
You've told us that everyone lies. So prove it by admitting one of your own untruths.
What about what you said before, Guinea? You said something about unforgivable lies.
You must tell Mr. Naruhodo and Iris the truth now. That it is my last request before I leave. My last request as your judicial assistant.
No, I can't.
Whatever these lies are, they're obviously weighing very heavy on Gina's mind. Gina, I could be wrong, but, is it something to do with what happened 2 months ago? Something about that trial? The one in which Magnus McGiddle was acquitted. The case of that mysterious murder that took place inside the omnibus. You were called as a witness by the prosecution. Is that what this is about?
Yeah, you're right. Because in that trial, I lied. I lied like you wouldn't believe.
Will you tell us about it now? Alright, let's see what she has to say. The trial 2 months ago.
said it all happened 2 months ago. The coppers got hold of me and shoved me in the witness stand.
And based on your testimony, Mr. McGiddle was declared innocent.
Yeah, well, the thing is, I lied about a whole bunch of stuff.
I knew it.
So, what sort of thing did you lie about, Guinea? I was hiding under the seat that night, yeah, that was the truth. It was pitch black in the little cubbyhole. I couldn't see a thing, and then, thud. I heard the loud thud, like something falling on the floor.
And that's when Mr. McGiddle discovered you.
Yeah. He pulled me up from the seat, sat me next to the dead man. There weren't much light to see by, but when I looked at me hands, I had the cove's blood all over 'em. So I was scared. I couldn't even speak.
You had his blood on your hands? In other words, it was Gina that witnesses on the roof deck saw through the skylight.
Then Mr. McGill started asking you questions, I suppose. Who you were and why you were hiding under the seat. Yeah, he did, only that's not at all...
What do you mean?
I mean, he threatened me, he did.
Threaten you? How?
He made me swear about what I'd seen and what I'd heard. About what he was gonna do after the cove was found dead. He made me swear I wouldn't tell no one about any of it. If I did that, he said he'd let me scarp her before the coppers showed up. So basically he threatened her life, so she had to lie on the stand, otherwise he killed her.
Gina, you must tell me what he swore you to secrecy about. What you saw, what you heard, everything.
Well, he's dead now.
Yeah, he's dead, but something's going on. You said Mr. McGiddle made you swear not to tell anybody what you saw. But you were in a pitch-black compartment under the seat the whole time, weren't you?
Yes, with Mr. McGilded sitting above your head, if I remember correctly. Yeah, that's true, but it was when I heard the thud of the cove hitting the floor. I let out a little scream, see? Couldn't help it. McGiddle heard that and dragged me out with me arm, and that's when I saw it. It was on the floor next to the old geezer what had been stabbed. A disc, all bright and shiny. A disc.
What do you mean?
Yeah, that's it. The one what the D took off of me at Winterbanks.
So the music box disc was there on the floor of the omnibus.
Not for long. McGilded spotted it straight away. Picked it up smartish and stuffed it in his inside pocket.
So that disc was in the omnibus 2 months ago at the scene of Mr. Mason's murder.
And the bog trotter told me if I weren't to mutter a word of it to no one.
What
Maybe
you heard?
she could have it or something.
I don't know.
I don't know. 'Cause it was so dark under the seat in the cab, I was straining my ears the whole time. After a while, I heard the door and footsteps inside.
Presumably that was Mr. McGiddle getting on board.
Nah, not only him.
Oh?
'Cause I could definitely make out a footstep of 2 people.
Oh!
In that case, it would seem likely that it was Mr. McGilded and the victim.
Mr. Thrice-Fried Mason.
In his testimony during the trial, Mr. McGilded claims he slept during the carriage ride.
But whenever I'm in a carriage, I'm taken with a fierce tiredness and always succumbs to it.
And your own testimony, Gina, supported this. I could hear was this Irishman snoring. No, she probably heard him talking. Yeah, that wasn't exactly true. Neither of them was asleep. I could hear them talking the whole time in low voices.
What? What were they talking about?
Sorry, I don't know. The sound of the horses and the wheels was too loud. But that still tells us something. Mr. McGilded and the victim knew each other. Yep.
So McGiddled was lying as I suspected. Okay.
Wow, but
after the
I
event.
think he threatened to kill her, though.
Probably, yeah.
So what was she gonna do?
He was like a Don or a, organized crime boss type guy.
I knew it weren't gonna take long before someone raised the alarm that the bloke had been killed. Yes, you were quite right. The other passengers on the roof deck noticed very quickly. So, when the cab came to a stop, Mr. McGilded told me to hide under the seat again. I climbed in and I waited. The two coves from on top ran off to get the coppers.
Yes, Mr. Fairplay and Mr. First.
Right. And after they'd gone, McGilded asked the driver to do him a favour.
A favor? Now then, fella, what I need you to do is take this coat of mine and deposit it in a nearby pawnbrokery. And for your troubles, let's see now. Oh, I'll give you 10 guineas. A nearby pawnbroker? You mean the Baker Street?
Oh, his coat. Yup, you got it. It was Winterbanks. The coachie snapped up the money and ran off to pop this coat as fast as he could. So then, there was no one left in the carriage. McGilded opened the box under the seat and let me get out of there, but not without conditions. I see.
What are these conditions?
Like, you're gonna die if you tell anyone?
What were Mr. McGilded's conditions then? For letting you free, I mean.
Not telling a soul for anything about what I saw and what I heard. And there was something else as well.
There was more?
Yeah. This is the most important thing, he said.
I'm after sending the coachman on a little errand for me with some small change in his hand. Now then, did you hear what I asked of him? Did you say anything at all?
You asked him to go pop your weasel, right?
Aye. That's, Fiend's taking me overcoat to deposit with a pawnbroker whereabouts. And I want you, lass, to take the redemption ticket for it. Did you understand?
What? You want me to have the ticket?
That's right, and I'll come fetch it from you later. Sometime within the next 2 months. You gotta hang on to it until 10, is that clear? And whatever else you do, don't lose it.
Alright then.
And in case I might happen to be delayed at all, you're to go to the pawn shop, Winterbank, so it is, and you're to extend the loan above the 2 months is up. If you forget, the article will be forfeited, and an old fiend could come along and buy it.
Eh? But I ain't got that kind of brass.
Here's £5. That should be enough. Do we understand each other, lass? Don't try anything funny now if you go against me.
Yeah, I get it.
Good, good. One more thing. In a few days from now, you'll be visited by the police, I've no doubt.
The coppers?
Aye. They'll come asking for you to stand in court to testify as a witness. So let's just have a wee chat about that, shall we? What it is that you might say and what it is that you won't. Do we have an accord? Okay.
Yeah, I'll get it. I understand.
Good, 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 good.
I won't say nothing about it. After I'd gone all over, I piked it, got as far away as there as I could. He hid the pawnbroker's ticket in some bushes near the scene. I went to fetch it next day once it got dark.
So McGiddle planned it and coerced Gina into giving him false testimony. Interesting. Very interesting. The plot thickens.
I bet you're ready to string me up, eh? I lied. In that big old courtroom, I told some corkers. The thing is, he said he would make it so we wouldn't live in the East End no more. That what he threatened me with. Oh, her kids that live with her. What a wicked man. He knew everything what went on in the back slums. He knew we had no one to look after us, and we was all just looking out for each other, getting by together. So, you mean Mr. McGilded would have, in a heartbeat, he could have had the whole lost of us chased out of there if he wanted to. And then where would we have gone, eh? Nowhere, that's where. So, I didn't have no choice.
Thank you, Gina, for telling us everything.
But I'm for it now, eh? Go and admit it. You must be livid.
Well, you can make amends by doing me a simple favor.
A favor? What?
Sign the representation papers for tomorrow's trial.
Ah?
If you don't actually want me to represent you in court, you can rip it up later. But we need the paperwork or we can't investigate the police, and they won't let us.
Investigate what?
The scene of the incident last night. Mr. Sholmes was shot, you see.
You what? What? Ellie's having a big operation right now, Guinea. Is that bad? Is he gonna be alright? Sholmes is gonna be alright, right?
That's why I want to investigate, for Mr. Sholmes' sake as much as anything.
Right. So what you're saying is, if I sign that bit of paper, everyone's happy, is that it?
Something like that, yeah. Miss Susie?
Yes, of course. I have the representation papers right here.
Gina's really dragging this out.
I don't need no one to stick up for me, though. No lawyer or nothing.
Okay.
Poor Guinea, she's so lonely.
Gina's representation papers have been entered into the court record. Well, at least this should mean we can investigate the scene at Winterbanks now.
Yes, and perhaps we can come back to visit Guinea when we're done there.
I mean, I guess if you want to. I feel like we finally cracked Gina. She opened up to us at last. And now I have her representation papers, and no one else knows just what responsibility that is. Anyway, for now, it means Inspector Gregson can't stop us investigating at the scene of the crime. That is true. Ah! Something tells me he's not going to be happy about it. Dun, 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 dun. Alright, it's still too early, so we're going to keep going. Guys, make sure you like and share the video. It's only at 50 likes. It's really impacting it.
Thank you so much, Skyish says, I love Luke and Amber's voice acting. Oh, thanks so much. Great to see you guys in the chat. Hello, everybody. Great to see you guys. Hi, Kiri, Nintendo Sonic Gamer Gal, OHX90 says, visiting time's over, time to investigate. That's right, OH. Great to see you, Cody. Bomb. Oh, cool. You're, very cool. Let's see. Rebecca, hey, I knew he was a con man, says Rebecca. Yep. Hey, Cammy, says he can't be McGilded because he's gone. Yep. He's, hey, Goki, 45. Great to see you, Princess Emmy, and everyone hanging out in the chat. Mage Wolf, hey everyone.
Okay.
Yeah, don't forget to like, comment, share the video if you can, and don't forget to like the video, guys. Let's get this video up to if we can get this video up to 110 likes, please. Yeah. 110 likes, hype. Yeah.
And guys, Ruga's just messing with it, so Ruga's just being Ruga. All right, here we are again at the scene of the crime. Now to thrust these representation papers in Gregson's face and see what makes of them. Hello again, Inspector. Do you have a minute, please?
What is it now? You should go home and get some rest.
There you go, Amber.
Oh, here you are, Greg. See? Here are all the representation papers.
Ah, your ladyship. How? I don't believe it. How the devil did you get that stubborn little ragabash to sign that? I salute you. That is good work. Yes, it is.
I can see you've been very busy here as well. Oh, how about some tea? It's a special blend designed to relieve fatigue.
Bottoms up. Glug, 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 glug. Ah. Lovely. Well, let's see now. Ah, yes, yes. I hardly feel tired at all. I'm fit as a fiddle, your ladyship.
Would it be all right if we investigated the scene of the crime, then?
Ah, do as you please. You know where it happened. Through the door behind the counter.
Yes, the storeroom. That's where I discovered Mr. Windibank and Gina.
Right. Well, I'll be getting back to business then.
Will you be investigating in the storeroom as well, Inspector?
If I'm perfectly honest, we need to wrap this up before long. Can't afford to spend that much time on it. But there are many articles to go through. It's taking forever, even with the lads working around the clock. Which is a problem, because there's another case the Yard needs to investigate urgently.
That must be what Strongheart meant by far from a serious matter before.
So what I'm saying is, don't get under my feet, sunshine.
We got more likes.
There you go. Good job, guys. Keep it up.
Thanks for the likes, guys. Likes hype.
And look at that. More people are coming in. So likes and shares and commenting on the video helps improve the watch time, as well as basically lets the video be seen in the search engine briefly.
Thanks for the likes, guys. You guys are breathtaking. Come then. Let's not waste any time.
Okay, so now we can investigate whatever we want. So the first thing we want to do is I want to look at the blood that's on the wall here.
Why do they have such huge hats, though?
Ah, look here. Bobbies? That's just how British police officers used to... Actually, I think they still have the bobby hats. Some of them do.
Yeah, but why are their hats so huge?
I don't remember. I only know American history. I don't know British.
Ah, yes, a bullet hole. And I can see the bullet is still lodged in the wall.
Presumably, Mr. Windibank wasn't practicing with this revolver in his spare time. There's also blood all over the place.
Yeah. Ah, well, Mr. Sholmes likes to practice in his drawing room whenever he can. He's very patriotic like that.
Sorry?
It's all there in the Adventures of Sherlock Holmes. I mean, Sherlock Sholmes, you know? Isn't that right, Iris?
Oh, did I write something like that? Partly in jest, perhaps?
In jest?
Well, he doesn't do it often. It is quite a dangerous pastime.
He doesn't do it often? He shouldn't even do it once!
Forget that for now, Runo. Let's examine this bullet, shall we?
I mean, it's covered in blood. What's that around the bullet hole? Is it blood? A suspicious red stain on the calendar.
Oh, I may be able to help with that.
What?
There's nothing like the sight of blood to get the blood pumping, is there, Runo?
I have a feeling I'm not as bloody-minded as you, Iris.
I'm afraid the sight of blood makes my blood cold.
true of it, you see. When it comes to blood, there are different types.
Yeah, what a scientific observation, little one.
So you need this?
Oh no! What is that scary looking thing?
Hallie and I have actually come up with a name for it yet. I mean, we haven't. But as soon as you see it in action, you'll understand what it does.
Huh? Whoa,
Watch.
wait, what?
Fingerprint dusting, maybe. Oh no.
Oh, the color of the blood stain, it's changed!
There. Does it make sense now?
Yeah, I think I'm starting to understand. Maybe.
Good. It works on the principle that different people have different types of blood. You see?
Yes, how wonderful!
The chemical in it fires combines with the blood and makes it change color. So you can identify whose blood it is that you're looking at in a flash.
Oh, what a fabulous invention, Iris!
Isn't it? Isn't it? I bet Guinea would say it's bleeding great.
So, whose blood are we looking for then?
Someone whose blood turns green.
Well, all the chemical does is turn blood a different color, so just find someone whose blood turns the same color, and you'll know to whom it belongs in a flash.
It's more like two flashes, really, isn't it?
One flash or two. This could well turn out to be a very valuable clue. So we must make note of it in the court record.
The blood sample has been added into the court record. So what we're going to do is...
Let's keep testing and adding the result of any other blood analysis to the portfolio.
As long as I have it, Regent left, sure. Regent. I got confused.
So Holmes was shot on the floor. Which
So,
I'm not seeing any
What were you
blood.
going to say we were going to do?
What?
You said all we're going to do is...
Well, there was blood on the floor in the office that was locked. If that blood ends up being the same color as this, which is green, that means he was actually shot out here. And then his body was somehow put into the storeroom to make it look like Gina shot him, but the two men shot him. Probably trying to claim that disc again from the music box.
Yeah, that was Mr. McGilded's disc.
I'm fairly sure this contraption was here yesterday as well. Here we are, though I'm not confident that I can get close again.
Oh yes, that's a folding stereoscope.
Really? This is a stereoscope? Mr. Shom showed us a picture yesterday that you were supposed to be able to see in 3 dimensions. But for what he used it, the big contraption over there...
Oh well, that's for use in public houses and places like that. It contains a carousel with all sorts of pictures inside. But this little thing, it's a much simpler design for use at home. There are special shops selling prints you can use in them, and I have a little collection myself.
Oh, I wonder if I could make money out of these in Japan. It would beat keeping my toilet sparkling clean anyway. What? I don't really get that.
Yeah, what? He gets paid to clean his own toilet?
I don't know. Is that strange contraption that lets you see pictures of things, they're right in front of your eyes? It makes you think. When Mr. Shomes gleefully showed it to us yesterday, we were blissfully unaware that any of this was about to happen. Okay, so that doesn't matter. Look at the books.
Oh, these shelves are where the pawnbroker puts articles that have been forfeited on display for customers to buy.
Yeah, it's really strange, isn't it? I mean, who would buy this horse statue, for example?
Well, sometimes you'll have to find some real treasures among all the junk, you know?
That's true.
Are you alright, Runo?
Huh? Oh, it's just, well, it looks like a collection of useless junk as a whole, but when you pick out individual things, you can't help wishing you owned them, even a horse's statue.
That's exactly how the pawnbroker works. They're very clever.
Okay. Thank you for the super chat. I got a tornado storm fragment here where I'm working at, so if anyone hears that there is a guy in the storm, it's probably me holding my work down. Oh my gosh, Silver Leo!
Oh, wow. Wait.
I got a
storm fragment here where I was working. Oh no, Silver Leo.
Are you okay?
Are you outside?
You alright?
Oh my gosh. We'll definitely be praying for you, Silver Leo.
Is that...
Oh wow.
Wow.
God, please help Silver Leo be okay in the storm. Amen. Ooh. Oh my gosh. I hope you're okay. We'll definitely keep you in our thoughts and prayers, Silver Leo. And thanks for the super chat.
You're up, honey. It's yours.
Alright.
Isn't that a music box? Do you have them where you come from, Muno?
Yes, but I've never seen one as large as this in Japan.
Oh, well, this would be a treat. Shall we have a listen?
Yep, they played the music box.
What do you think? It's a pretty sound, isn't it?
It's a beautiful sound, yes, but it's a little hard to enjoy when all the policemen in the room are giving you fierce looks.
Never mind that. If any of them say anything, I'll tell Griggsy to have a word.
Iris Wilson, Superintendent of Scotland Yard.
Yep.
Yep.
Pretty much. She writes about him, and then he does whatever she wants.
More or less, yep. Behind the door... Whoops.
It's the storeroom, isn't it? And that's what Griggsy said anyway.
Oh.
Yes, and that's where I saw that dreadful scene last night as well. Through the little window in the door. Eep. Ace Attorney music playing. I like how they still have familiar sounds. Mr. Windibank face down on the floor with Gina beside him.
As the accused legal representative, you have the right to examine the scene, Mr. Naruhodo. You must make a thorough investigation.
Whoa, 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 yes, of course, and we will. Behind that door, that's the real scene of the crime.
Don't worry. If there are any clues in there, I'll find them.
Okay.
I will find them.
Can we not examine the broken glass on the floor? That doesn't matter.
Well, there's a sign.
Okay.
I don't know.
There's an article ledger here, and Mr. Windibank's notes, and
Did Mr. Windibanks die?
What's this? Yeah, he's gone. What's this? It looks like someone has left a little photographic print behind. Oh.
Oh, look at the back. There's some writing on it.
Is that? Oh, show us, Susie. Show us.
15th of
February, 10:30 p.m. Article deposited. 1. Gentleman's overcoat. Loan amount paid, £1. Redemption deadline, 15th of April, 10:30 p.m.
A gentleman's overcoat pawned for £1. Clearly it was a very fine coat, in fact, I think.
Yes, that must be the ticket for the overcoat that Guinea redeemed yesterday.
And is still wearing, which belonged to Mr. McGiddle. I would never expected the redemption ticket to be handwritten on the back of a photograph, though.
It seems Mr. Windibank just used whatever pieces of paper he happened to have on hand.
But this photograph of a cat, it looks very familiar, doesn't it? I'm sure I've seen this exact same picture somewhere recently.
Oh, yes, you're right. Very recently. It's the same as the one Guinea gave us earlier.
Of course! I was forgetting that she gave us that print.
Well, what are you waiting for, Mr. Naruhodo? Get it out!
All right. Let the cogs turn, will ya? Yes.
They're exactly the same!
Oh my gosh! Well, if one on the counter was used as a redemption ticket, perhaps the other photograph that Gina gave us has something written on the back too.
Haha! I've got it! These two photographs hide an amazing secret!
A secret? What does she mean?
You must tell us, Iris, at once!
Ha! Do you really want to know?
Yes, we have to tell us what you know about this pair of photographs. Okay. Pair of photographs. So, Iris, about these two photographic prints. The one we found here in Winterbank's store, and the one that Gina gave us before. Can we just look at the back of both of them? What is this amazing secret you mentioned that's hidden between these two identical prints?
Actually, that's not quite right at all.
Huh?
If you look carefully, the two prints aren't the same. Not exactly.
They're not?
Nope. Have another look at them now. Can you see that they're just slightly different from each other?
Nope. I think so. It's very subtle, though.
It looks like the cat is bigger in one. But what's the reason for the subtle differences between the two prints?
Oh, well, it's because they're set. They're a set, you see?
No, I don't.
This pair of photographs is meant to be used in a stereoscope. Everyone in London is raving about them at the moment.
Ah, a stereoscope.
So-
Why do I feel as though I heard that word before recently?
Making it like 3D. Oh, yes! That's what Mr. Sholmes showed us earlier. I mean, yesterday. You see, there it is, just over there.
Ah, yes, of course. That's the magical machine that makes pictures look almost real.
Haha! Well, actually, it's quite possible to see the same depth in pictures, even without one of those contraptions.
What? Really?
Do you know how a pair of flat photographic prints can appear to have any depth in the first place?
Nope.
No, I have no idea.
Oh, wonderful! Then I will be able to tell you.
She's over the moon, bless her. Should we let her explain, though? We really need to carry on the investigating.
I, for one, simply have to know, Ryunosuke.
Okay. How to view the... yeah.
Have you ever considered, Bruno, how our eyes see depth in the world around us?
Well, I just opened them and it works.
But the reason it works is because we have two eyes.
2 eyes? Shocking.
If you try closing just one at a time, I think you'll see straight away that you will see with your left eye what you see with your left eye, and what you see with your right eye are ever so slightly different. You get a different view with each eye.
Huh?
Yes, the position of the object seems to shift slightly.
Exactly. And in your head, your brain uses that shift to estimate depth as it merges the two views into one. That's how we can sense depth in everything that we see.
Haha, my brain really is amazing, isn't it? It does so much without telling me.
Ah, I think I see. So the pair of photographs consist of a left eye view and a right eye view. Is that right?
Oh, well done, Susie. You're so quick.
So, if you can persuade your brain to merge the two pictures together in your head, you'd be able to see depth in these prints?
Yes, Bruno, you're beginning to understand.
And a stereoscope's function is to act as your brain and allow you to do just that.
Yes, but as long as you have two images, two eyes, and one brain, you can actually easily do it yourself without needing a stereoscope. I mean, stereoscope at all.
Huh? Really? How?
Well,
Okay. How to view the prints.
let's try it. Let's see if we can view this pair of prints without the help of a stereoscope.
Oh, yes, I'm dying to have a go.
Susie really loves this kind of thing, huh?
She's always curious.
You need to be able to cross your eyes. That's the main thing. Can you both do that?
Cross my eyes? I think I can.
Watch me and see if you can copy.
Ah!
There. Make your eyes do this.
All right, let me try. Are you ready, Mr. Naruhodo?
Ah!
Ah! There, how's that?
Wonderful. Now it's your turn, Bruno. The trick is to concentrate.
I mean, the trick is to concentrate on looking at the bridge of your nose with both eyes at the same time.
Oh, creepy. Not exactly an easy task when two people are staring at you cross-eyed.
All right. That's enough practice. Let's try looking at the prints then.
Okay.
Start by staring at one print and slowly cross your eyes.
Ah!
Ah!
You should see two overlapping images like this.
I'm not doing that. Oh gosh, nope. I'm recovering from a headache. Nope.
You can try it now, Bruno. Go on ahead.
I'm just gonna have to give it a try, I suppose.
So see two overlapping images.
Did this print split into two images for you? Now the next step
My eyes!
is to put the pair of prints side by side like this, and then try crossing your eyes again. The print should slowly merge together until
It looks more 3D.
they form a new single image in the center.
Oh, yes! Mr. Naruhodo, it works! I can see it in the middle now! It looks so real! I could do this all day long!
It's too weird not to take a photo
I've
of.
never I don't cross my eyes because I worry it'll stick like that.
Yeah, I don't think you would.
I don't
No.
cross my eyes. I would too.
I wouldn't advise that. Your eyes might start to hurt.
Your turn, Bruno.
What? No!
Sorry.
Pretend you're looking through the two pictures and slowly cross your eyes, Bruno, aka Luke. Keep adjusting the position of your eyes until the two images overlap at the middle.
Like this, is it?
Oh my gosh, this is freaking me out.
Just let the images move on their own, please.
Ah, you managed it. So now you know how stereoscoping images work.
Just use the cross-eyed machine.
Well, I don't know who discovered it, but it really is quite extraordinary.
Yeah, about that. Okay, what is it, Iris?
Thumbnail, says OH.
No.
So what do you think of these stereoscopic prints then?
They're certainly amazing, but isn't it easy to get the knack of everything them... They're certainly amazing, but isn't it easy to get the knack of viewing them properly?
No, some people find it easier than others. But that's why contraptions like this exist, for people who find it tricky.
Oh, I recognize that. We saw one over there yesterday, didn't we?
Why can't we just use that machine that's just sitting there?
If I remember correctly, you press this little knob there. I mean here. Then, honey, that's my old... Oh, that's your juice. Okay.
It's my juice!
Alright. Ah, then set the pair of photographs in the stand at the back and...
It's still amazing, even though I know roughly how it works now. Don't steal my juice.
Well, London seems to agree with you.
But if those little machines are so affordable, surely there's no need to go around looking cross-eyed at pictures like you hate them.
Well, it's much more satisfying to be able to see the effect with your own eyes. Well, I think so in any case.
Stereoscopic pictures, I've never even heard of them until yesterday. Well, certainly I learned a lot about them, but I wonder if it's knowledge that'll ever actually be needed. The second white cat photograph has been entered into the court record. Aha! Which reminds me, the back of this photograph was used to write out the pawnbroker's ticket that Gina brought in here yesterday. And the other photograph came from the pocket of Mr. McGiddle's overcoat.
We need to examine everything thoroughly. Don't forget.
Okay, so... view the court record?
Iris is giving us a pain in the iris. Definitely, Tom.
Oh my gosh.
Thomas. Works well by sticking your thumb between and doing that.
No, I don't want to try that, guys. I know.
Oh my gosh, I don't know if I could do that. Crossing my eyes freaks me out.
Look on the back of this print here. There's something written on it.
Oh, that's cool, Droggle, that you can do it with your thumb.
Very cool.
Oh, let's see. Oh, February 13th, 9 p.m. Article deposited. 1 small box. Loan amount paid, 10 shillings. Redemption date, 13th of April, 9 p.m.
So this photograph is a redemption ticket, huh?
For an article that was deposited 2 days prior to the incident on the omnibus, it would seem.
Yes, a small box. That doesn't tell us much about it, does it?
Perhaps it contains some valuable mementos. I can't help but wondering. Presumably, Mr. McGilded never redeemed the article in question, since he still has the ticket. I mean, had it. So isn't it possible that the box is still present somewhere in the shop?
Yes! If it's something Mr. McGiddle deposited, we need to investigate. White cat photograph info has been updated to the court record. Okay. Now where to? Okay, we're done with Iris. Let's try to examine the back room now.
Sounds like a plan.
Oh, it won't let us. Oh,
Oh, thank you!
thanks for the super chat.
Thanks for the super chat, Silver Leo. Hope you're staying safe. Thanks, Silver Leo. You're breathtaking.
Alright. So, how do I go back into the back room then? Move? Okay, new locations added. Storeroom.
I'm glad you're back, Silver Leo. Stay safe. We hope you stay safe today. Thank you so much for... You're awesome, Silver Leo. Thank you so much.
Oh,
Poor Iris. She's clammed up completely.
Iris is bound to find this difficult. After all, Mr. Windibank's life was taken in this very room only last night. Oh.
Ah! Wait, Inspector!
What is it now, Sunshine?
You took one look at me and tried running away.
You think Scotland Yard Inspector would run away from some jumped-up little defense lawyer, do you?
Oh.
Well... I've never seen her ladyship looking like that before, is the thing. I didn't know what to say to her.
So you were running away from me, you were running away from a 10-year-old.
I'm afraid this is all a little too much for young Iris. Some gentle reassurance might go a long way, perhaps, Inspector.
He's not very good at being gentle.
Oh.
Well, don't trouble yourself, ladyship. I mean, at least you're not dead, are you?
Dude.
I don't think that went very well at all.
I don't think she's concerned about She's worried about the other person.
Look, I'm in the middle of an investigation here, Sunshine, and I told you not to get under my feet.
And we have an investigating to do ourselves.
Yeah. I'd like to hear more of what the socially inept inspector has to say.
Oh, Harley.
And inquire into how Mr. Shom's operation is going. Alright, so we have to talk with this gentleman again. Scene of the crime. So, Inspector, what do you make of the crime scene here?
Ah, you've got eyes, haven't you? Use them. It's what it looks like, nothing more, nothing less.
Iris, could you lend me a hand?
So, Gregsy, what do you make of the crime scene here?
Oh, yes, your ladyship. Do allow me to humbly explain. Last night, and shortly after the hour of 1 o'clock in the morning, Scotland Yard police attended the scene. The one and only to this storeroom was found locked from the inside.
So it was locked from the inside.
The lock appears to be broken now, though. Was that the police officer's doing?
Quite right, ma'am, quite right. We took the liberty of smashing the door in as humbly as possible.
Oh!
As you can see, the victim was discovered prostrate on the floor, thuswise. And next to the aforementioned body, we discovered the, gutter child.
Are you talking about Guinea? She's my friend, you know, Inspector.
Oh, Miss Lestrade, the hapless girl, was curled up on the floor, dead to the world.
She's still alive, you know. Yeah, I know, we saw her. She appeared to be unconscious.
And I'm afraid to say she had the gun that was used in her hand.
No!
Presumably, it's the gun that's still down there on the floor now.
How do we know that was the gun, though?
We'll find out.
In her pocket, we found the key to the door as well.
The key to the storeroom?
And you say the storeroom had been locked from the inside, Inspector?
Yes, correct. All of which leaves her ladyship's friend, well, in some sticky situation, I'm afraid.
Oh.
Obviously, my personal opinion is that it is some sort of misunderstanding.
Of course it is, Inspector, of course. Shom's operation.
Gregsy, do you know what happened? Anything about Harley? Is the operation finished? Is Harley alright? Is he?
Well, the thing is,
Don't mince your words, Inspector, please! You don't mean to say that Mr. Sholmes is...
No, the operation's done and dusted. It's just that, well...
Out with it!
Ah!
Hi-ya!
Yes, ma'am. They use something called a general anesthetic. It's the latest thing and renders the whole body insensitive.
The whole body in what? Is that even possible?
It means the operation can be completed while the patient is fast asleep.
Goodness! In the Emperor of Japan, we just managed to provide laughing gas for a tooth extract.
The trouble is that the latest thing isn't always the greatest thing, you know? You follow my meaning? They couldn't get the medication to work at first, so it took hours for him to nod off, so I hear. And now that the op's finished, they can't get him to wake up, apparently.
Oh my!
Oh my gosh.
No one knows if it's the anesthetic still in his system or if the bloke's just plain exhausted. But anyway, all they can do is stand back and watch until he comes around again.
Harley!
The moment his eyes open, your ladyship, I swear we shall get the word to you.
What a surprise. Even in matters of life and death, Mr. Sholmes has two things his way, I suppose. Okay.
Matthew Smith says my reaction to Gregson trying to cheer up Iris by saying, at least she isn't dead. Facepalm.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, Tim says, yeah, facepalm. Yep. Sholmes is in a coma, isn't he, said OH?
Yeah, that's
Possibly.
probably what it is.
Oh my gosh.
The police have marked the position on the map with a chalk-like line. Iris.
The poor Mr. Winterbank. He was such a nice old man.
Well, he was shot just once through the heart. Most likely, the fellow died instantly. He wouldn't have felt a thing.
Yeah, right. Still would have hurt.
Yeah. Death is painful. This must be his blood, then.
I don't like to ask this such a dreadful time, Iris, but I wonder if perhaps... Oh, the gun. The blood.
Don't worry, Susie. I'm ready for action.
His blood is gonna turn a different color. Blue!
What? So now we know the color chemical turns... Oh, whoops, that's...
When
easy.
it reacts with Mr. Winterbank's blood. So...
And it doesn't match our analysis of the bloodstain we found in the main shop.
No, but let's add this sample to the others we've already collected anyway.
Man, I thought he died in the parlor. Oh well. Blood sample portfolio has been updated in the court record. Whoopsies. Well, now we know.
No, it's not. That means somebody else got shot as well, then. Somebody must have gotten shot.
Wait,
because-
isn't this his revolver?
Yeah, I thought that was his. That's why it's weird.
This is a revolver, a real one.
Oh, quite possibly the murder weapon used to take Mr. Winterbank's life.
What's the matter, Susie? You and Reno look like you're about to faint.
Well, it's just that I've rarely seen a gun in the flesh.
And I've had issues with guns in the past. But anyway, we saw Mr. Winterbank with this yesterday, didn't we? That's his gun.
I shall have to take my own life, then.
He's blue-blooded.
It must be the same gun. And last night, when I looked through the spy hole in the door of the storeroom there, that's the same gun I saw in Gina's hand.
Mr. Winterbank told us that he only ever had a single bullet loaded in his revolver, didn't he?
Well, it's empty now. The one and only bullet he had in his gun has been fired.
So we can be fairly certain that the only single shot was fired from this revolver.
Yeah, but then why is there blood outside?
I think that he fired the revolver and hit somebody.
So he tried to defend himself.
Look at these articles. They've been deposited. The room is stuffed full of them.
I can't believe how many there are.
A bicycle, a gramophone, musical instruments, even some enormous paintings. Look!
Pieces of different people's lives quietly gathering dust here together. There's something very peaceful about the atmosphere in here. Or at least there would be if not for the chalk outline on the floor of the policeman shuffling around.
Not much I can do about that, Sunshine.
Okay, stop calling me Sunshine. Out of all the articles in the storeroom, this is the only thing that shows any signs of being ransacked. Uh-oh. What is it, Iris?
That's the box fire that my manuscript has been kept in.
Oh!
Iris's unpublished story, The Hound of the Baskervilles. Surely that's not what all this...
I hope not. Sorry, Iris, but if you ask me, he sold it. Without telling ya. She must check inside the box at once, Ryunosuke.
Yes, I must.
It's gone.
It was there! Iris's story was there!
Oh. Really? It was? Well, that's good news, isn't it, Iris?
Yes. I mean, of course, I believed Harley when he said he'd deposit it here, but still, it's a relief to actually see it.
Really? Because that's not a very hidden frown. Iris's manuscript has been entered into the court record.
I don't know what she thought she was gonna find.
I don't know. Oh, whoops, I didn't want to do that. All these blah, 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 blah.
Oh no!
A bicycle, a gramophone, musical instruments, some enormous paintings.
Yeah, we already did this one. Okay.
Not much I can do about that, sunshine.
Anything else to examine in here? Just this. Did the revolver. Iris?
Oh, don't worry. I'm alright. But we must find the true culprit. Culprit.
Wow.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. So, I think that this is a good stopping point for today. Because we've gone for quite a while. He's not ready to talk to us. All that fun stuff. So we're going to end here for today, guys and gals. The next stream will be starting up at 8:15 for Mario & Luigi. Bowser's Inside Story. And then after that will be a stream on, whatchamacallit? Harvest Moon.
Cool.
Yep. Story of Seasons for Anna Sensei. And then I have a podcast over on my other channel discussing Titans. But thank you so much for watching. Ace Attorney will be back tomorrow at 4 o'clock. I don't really have a headache right now, but I will be going to bed a little bit earlier. I will not be going on Twitch tonight. So after I'm done with my work with my Titans podcast and one Batman video on the 89 comic book, Chapter 1, then I will be turning in and should be back to working at 4 o'clock tomorrow per usual. But as always, guys, at the end of this video, make sure you leave a comment. They're getting fewer and fewer comments, which means fewer and fewer views after the video. So it's imperative that if you watch, that you engage with the video as best you can, because we can't do this by ourselves. And we're going to keep getting penalized by YouTube if people don't support the channel. Through whether super chats, memberships, or just leaving a comment after the video is over in the video itself. All of that is super important. So thank you, everybody. Make sure you do that, and I will see you guys with Mario & Luigi at 8:15. All right, guys. Bye-bye.
Alright, guys. God bless. Happy gaming. See ya. Thanks for watching.